Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode, I will show you how to replace the rear Swaybar links on an Audi A5 from the year 2010. Today I'm working on this car and I'm going to do a lot of work on this car, but in this video I will show you especially how to replace the rear Swaybar links on this car. First, what you'll have to do is to lift the car up and put it on a jack stand. Make sure you will lift both of the rear wheels up, because in this way, if the wheels are up at the same time, you won't have any pressure onto the Swaybar links, and in this way you will be able to remove the Swaybar links from the sway bar. On this car, removing the rear Swaybar links can be sometimes very difficult, because the bolt from the top of the Swaybar links, it's in a very tight spot and you don't really have enough space to work with the bolt, and you don't have space to put your tools and remove the bolt. As you can see, the bolt from the bottom can be removed very easy, but the bolt from the top, it's a little difficult. And if your car also have leveling sensors for the headlight, you can disconnect the leveling sensor because you don't want to break it, and in this way you will be able to remove the bolt a little bit easier. First, what you'll have to do is to take a wire brush and clean the bolts very well, because you want to have a clean surface and a very good grip onto the bolts. After that, in my case, I have to use a 16mm wrench and also a 16mm socket if you are going to use an impact gun. As also, the bolt from the bottom was removed very easy, but now it's time for us to remove the bolt from the top. And to remove the bolt from the top, you'll have to use two 16mm wrenches, and you'll have to work slowly until you will remove the bolt completely from the Swaybar links. Okay everybody, as you all saw, after a few minutes I was able to remove the rear Swaybar link from this car. It took me a while, but it can be done if you take your time. This is how it's looking. You will need to reuse the bolts if you don't have new bolts. In my case, I don't have new bolts, but the old ones are very good and are in a very good condition, so I'm going to reuse them. This is my new Swaybar link. It doesn't matter in which order you will install this one, because it's exactly the same on each side, so you can install it in which side you want. To install it back, you'll have to work your way through. It's exactly the same as for this installation, so you'll have to put first the bolt from the top or the bolt from the bottom, depending on what you like. Here I finally found a way to put my air tool, my impact gun, behind the rear spring, and in this way I was able to tighten the bolt very fast and very easy. When you're trying to tighten the bolts, you should tighten them to 60 Nm, and the bolt from the top, I'm not really able to tighten it at 60 Nm because I don't have enough space to put my dynamometric key, but I will tighten it until I feel a lot of resistance. And the bolt from the bottom can be tightened very good and very easy at 16 Nm using your dynamometric key. Okay everybody, this is how to replace your rear Swaybar links on an Audi A5. Doesn't matter which year it is. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.